welcome to our show. We'll watch of the short film, How the Rest Are Won, a Western movie. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned to after the film. We'll review the actress, ask them a question. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm UJ Hopkins. Stay tuned to the music video. Don't touch that down. I hope you like it. Bye-bye.
Hey Sam, what's a good word?
Howdy, Sheriff. Howdy, Deputy.
Howdy, Evan.
Thanks for swinging by. Keeping this much money on the table.
It sure is a big pot.
Yeah.
Who you got in the game? Some unfamiliar faces.
Yeah. A few seasickers, but no sighting of Pink Bandit Parker.
That's good news indeed. She's been tearing through any town that's got money to be had.
That's precisely why I asked you to keep watching.
We're to protect this town.
I appreciate that, Deputy.
So tell us who we got at the table.
You know old Phil Fulton, known as Flaws Fulton at the table. He's been making a real name for himself. Next to him we got Rosie, the River Queen McQueen. She's a patient player and has managed to bust these fellas out on a number of times. Next to her is a twitchy fella. They call him Up Sleeve Steve. Don't know how much about him. I'd keep an eye on that one. And lastly, it's Gus Helmuth. I think he's from Rusty Creek, but can't say for sure. He's a quiet one, a bit mysterious, definitely one I'd keep an eye on. Ain't heard too much about him in the poker circles.
You got it, Sam. In these times, can't nobody be trusted that ain't a familiar.
Ain't that the truth?
We're to Sam.
Thanks, fellows. Looks like the game is starting.
Do I need big ones?
Call.
Hey, give me that.
Whoa, fella, them's my winnings.
Hi, fellas.
Everyone put your hands up.
Good job, Gus.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We don't need any violence, but I can't let you get away with this. You're gonna have to come to the station with me.
You're not going that way. Right now.
What happened?
She's challenged to a duel.
I don't take the law lightly. I've made my life of it. If that's what you require, I'll do it.
Courage.
Sure, Judge Rester.
You know I can't shy away from a duel.
I'm in a new shower.
We'll see.
Hey, no,
We meet at dusk, center of town. No funny business.
Sure thing.
I'm Zoe. Let's interview the actors. Scotty, when did you start acting?
I started acting about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, in the play of Grease. I started, that was back in 2018.
That's awesome. What's your favorite food?
Hamburger.
Hey, that sounds good.
Yeah.
You seem so natural on screen. Are you a poker player?
Yep. Yeah, I am.
Hey Tim, how did you prepare for your role?
Well, it was tricky. I had to get into the mind of Upsleeve Steve, my character, and really try to figure out how a cheating card player lived his life. So I went to a lot of card games, cheated a little bit, and I think I got it.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So Christy, how did you like dressing up as a cowgirl?
Of course, I get red just like a cowgirl.
Do you like wearing that fancy hat and everything?
Yeah, sure.
Hey Alex, did you like acting in this movie?
Yes.
Hey Scotty, how did you prepare for the role?
Well, I just like what I've done since I was little because I enjoy sports a lot. So I would just, at home, when I knew I was gonna be in the role, I would just pretend I was a sheriff and go over scenarios in my head. So that's how I prepared, just kind of acting to myself
That's
in my
awesome.
spare time.
Good. Hey Jimmy, do you enjoy acting?
Yeah, I sure do.
So Chrissy, do you like acting?
Yeah,
Do you want to do more of it?
yeah, sure thing.
So, what's your favorite character in a movie, Alex?
Finding Nemo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey Tim, does acting come easy for you?
Well, to be honest, no. You may not believe that when you see this film, but it's really a lot of work for me. It's not as easy as I make it look.
Okay. So Alex, what's your favorite TV show?
Bug's Life.
That's cool. So Chrissy, what's your favorite kind of food?
Pizza,
So what do you like on your pizza?
pepperoni,
Do you like a lot of pepperoni? Do you like a little bit?
a lot of pepperoni.
What's your favorite part about the pizza?
Cheese.
The cheese. That's my favorite part too. Tell me about your character and how the rest was won.
My character and how the rest was won was a no-nonsense type sheriff detective Baker McNutty. He really was no holds barred, a guy that was by the law, by the book.
So Jimmy, tell us, what's your favorite food?
Spaghetti.
So did you like being in a shootout with Naya and Scotty?
Yeah, very excited.
Do you like acting?
Yes.
Do you want to do it more in the future?
Absolutely.
Cool. So Chrissy, you're a really good entertainer. Do you like acting more or do you like singing?
I like singing.
What's your favorite thing about singing?
Country singer,
Who's your favorite country singer?
the Brian.
That's my favorite too.
When I first got into acting, I didn't know what to expect, but not only do I enjoy it, I got a real passion for it now. And thank you for this interview today.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm Zoe. See you next time.
Hey man, you looking for the purple cat? I know where it's at, man. Velvet girl, I like to meet. They told me where it was at. Purple cat, now I know where it's at. I'm on the way to the purple cat, man. That's where I like to be, the purple cat, that's where it's at. Groovy, man. so kind and so sweet and so nice. Hey man, you looking for the purple cat? That's where it's at, man. This place is groovy, man. Velvet girl, I like to meet. They told me where it was at. Purple cat, purple cat. Now I know where it's at. Purple cat, man, have you heard of it?
I'm sitting here with Randy today, the Purple Cat star. I got some questions to ask you today.
Sure.
So Randy, how long have you been playing guitar for?
For a long, long time now.
Were you like a baby or were you like now?
I was like a little kid. When I first started out, I was a little kid playing a toy guitar. Then I went into drums. I had this oatmeal box, and I pounded on the oatmeal box, and I drummed that. Then later on, I got into music.
Who's your favorite singer that you look up to when they play the guitar?
John Lennon.
That's cool. So Randy, what inspired you to write about the Purple Cat?
Well, I decided to wrote down. One day I decided to write some lyrics, and I wrote some lyrics down. And I played the guitar for a while, and I wrote some songs, and I gave it to Tim. Tim audited it for me. Thanks, Tim. And if it wasn't for Tim, I wouldn't be in this video right now.
So you think Tim's like the bomb at doing like the music and everything?
Yeah, Tim's my inspiration.
That's cool. Do you like Tim doing your music?
Yeah, I like it very much.
Do you think he has good beats and everything?
Yeah, he has real good beats.
So what do you got coming up, Randy? Any new songs?
Right now I'm composing some songs.
About what?
I just composed some songs a little while ago about some people, I guess.
Like family and all that?
No, about
Friends.
girls.
Oh, girls. So you like girls?
Yeah, I wrote about some girls.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Randy. We really appreciated it.
No sweat, no anytime.
Join us next time at the AV Club.
In a city where crime is running amok, the outlaws were making all the rules.
Hands up!
They thought they had it all figured out. All that stands between them and dominion over the city was one group. The police can't do it on their own. Who can answer the call?
Purple Cat Task Force, may I please have your help?
The Purple Cat Task Force is up to the challenge. They're turbocharged and ready to take on the city's treacherous criminals. Their speed and knowledge is any criminal's worst fear. This summer, a band of heroes will risk it all. No mischief will go unnoticed. No misconduct will be ignored. No criminal is safe. This city is gonna get the cleanup of the century. Under the new reign of the Purple Cat Task Force.
Up next, we have a special holiday video.
Featuring our good friend Walter.
Saturday night, oh, we died. Sky bright, all this side. Much of a child. Oh, just so angel in mine. Leave it heavenly. Saturday night. Saturday night. All is bright. All is bright. Out of the virgin motherly child. Oh, angels so angelic child. Leave heavenly peace. Leave heavenly peace.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We love you guys.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas and a happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year.
Happy birthday.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
And now, an exclusive interview with our very own Jimmy Sutman. Jimmy, I was just wondering, when you started the day programming and everything here at Purple Cat, what were some of the initial things you envisioned?
Good question, Scott. Jill and I both came from the old sheltered workshop model. Where no matter what your disability was, if you were high functioning, low functioning, whether you were physically disabled or non-physically disabled, everybody had to congregate in one giant steel building and sit at, folding tables or metal tables. And whether you wanted to leave the room or not, you often weren't allowed. It was a place to go, but it wasn't fun. There really wasn't a cool vibe about it. There were some great people working there, don't get me wrong. There were some people whose hearts were really in it, but they were never trained to be teachers or to be creative or to foster their own, the things that they like most in life, to foster their pastimes even. Like you and I, we love sports, so we make it part of our work day because we might not be great at it, but we're good at it and we feel comfortable with it. None of that was ever being done with the clients there. In fact, a lot of the adults were coloring. There's adults that like to color, there's adult coloring books, I get it, but I wouldn't have been happy sitting there coloring. I met Joe Gallagher, who you've heard about a lot. Joe was one of those adults that was there. Joe had Down syndrome and he passed away about 8 years ago, but Joe wasn't going to color. Joe wanted to work, or very quickly started a wiffle ball league in the cafeteria. Joe was happy to do that. I can go on and on. We started going on field trips. We were doing art projects. We did a food service counter. We were cooking because I couldn't sit there and just do nothing all day. And my friends with disabilities didn't want to do that. So right away, that had my mind going every day about cool stuff that we could be doing. When we started in 2004 with the Purple Cat, Joe was in the fold now, and it was very easy to interject a lot of our creativity. This is the way we were going to do it. And if nobody came, oh well. The name Purple Cat comes from Joe Gallagher, because Joe pointed out a purple cat at St. Columba's Cathedral. But when I named it that, I thought Joe might be the only person that comes. I don't know how this is all going to play itself out. But it turned out to be a real blessing in that there were a lot of people in our initial crowd. The people that we took first were people that tried the sheltered workshops but failed. They didn't necessarily fail on their own. They hated it. They wouldn't go. People like John Walters, who was refusing to go. People like Michael Kish, who was born non-disabled but through an accident was disabled. He didn't want to go sit color at a sheltered workshop. So Terrence Ellis, another one, T is another one, was born non-disabled. He didn't want to go to a place like that. So we set out to create a place where everybody felt comfortable and we had fun. If nothing else, we're going to hire good, fun people like us, to have fun. And that's where it came from.
It's part of the slogan as well. That's really cool. Jimmy, I know you grew up with a very talented man in Mark Castro. So
no doubt.
what are some of the things that have surprised you as far as not just Mark, but other clients that you've been involved with for a long time? What are some of the things that have surprised you about what they've been able to bring to the table?
Very good question.
The life they've been able to add to the Purple Cat.
I think because of Mark. Mark and I after school would get together and make on cassettes on a little tape player. We would make jingles about the president and jingles about the space program and jingles about our bus driver. And Mark, I'd play a little Casio, he would. We had music that would go with it. We did this for hours. So, he being the most profound influence on me as a child, being somebody with a disability, I expected really good things. That's why I was excited. And I knew there were people like Mark that can do it. But obviously there's been tons of surprises. The way you and Radar run GSR, Golden String Radio, and the sports shows, you do it way better than I can. And that's the goal. I want to surround myself with people that are better than me. Melissa and Tim doing this, I can't do it. Jason Murphy running the Purple Cat music class band. I'll dress up like Ace Frehley from Kiss and show up and rock in the audience, but I can't be up there on the stage. This afternoon I am going to give immunizations to alpacas. I think I can do that, but I never thought I could. I'm going to learn, and I'm going to become a vet tech, and I'm going to learn how to do this and teach others to do it. Part of life is always just expanding your horizons and being more creative. I'm excited to do that myself, but boy, am I proud of people like you and Mark, that just keep growing with it. Yeah, like the first time I saw you on stage, one of the plays, my heart was bursting because, you just have a comfort up there and you understand the clients like I do. We get a kick out of them, we're happy to be around them. There's a lot of people that I can't be around those people. It's almost like they're going to catch the disability or something. Or people just don't feel confident, and I appreciate your confidence and those of all of our clients. But I think that just sets a perfect tone for being positive, but for success, because we're all gentle, we're kind, and good things are going to happen. You add the hard-working aspect of it, and bang, we're going to do some really creative things. But I always like the arts. I want to be more creative. I want to be more part of the community. Life is hard. Humanity. There's such mystery in life. There's just so much to get down about. Heck, man. I don't want that to be me. I want to be spinning vinyl. I want to be having a beer with you. I want to be going to a play. I want to be getting giant bobbers for Jimmy Wilson because he asked me a million times for them. I like that. I like that Jimmy Wilson wants bobbers, and Larry wants a Michael Jackson shirt, and Michael Jubeck wants a Knight Rider shirt. I love it. These are interesting people, so I want to showcase them to the world. And there's so much creativity that is uncovered. It used to be that folks with disability, nobody is going to, when we ask them to draw a tree, they're going to draw a green circle with a brown stick at the end. Ajit Kirshner will always do that. He draws a tree similar to that, but that's only because that's what he's been taught to do. I bet you any money Ajit sees the world in just fabulous ways. And trying to unlock that in his brain, someone that's on the autism spectrum, it's quite a task, but it's exciting and it's fun. Just like it's probably fun for you guys here in the AV Club, getting people on screen. And we heard Chrissy Williams is a great actor. I would have never known that. Having Lauren here to help out. Even that Jimmy Wilson was in here was delightful for me. I love to see that because I worked with Jimmy Wilson at the workshop, and he was pretty unhappy most of the time. And so now seeing him comfortable and happy and helping out with stuff like this, it's phenomenal.
And I guess with all the clients, there's always variety, and as the old saying goes, it's the spice of life.
Oh yes, no doubt about it.
Jimmy, I was just wondering, around this time of year, you got Christmas, and then obviously the New Year's holiday coming up, and everybody seems to make like New Year's resolutions. But I was wondering if you want to see anything that maybe could be revolutionary.
The New Year's revolution. I
Yeah,
like
with
that.
the Purple Cat coming up in 2020.
I'm excited about GABA Camp, which is Purple Cat / Golden String. I've always wanted to vacation more with people. I think that our folks need to vacation, and that'll be a vacation where their staff can help them out. They can just report there. The wheelchair path all the way around the lake at the farm, a 7-acre lake with a bridge on the back. That's exciting to me. That's revolutionary, I think, especially for our area. So that's important. I think this AV club getting on the air, exposing our talents as far as getting on cable and buying some time if we have to. I can't wait to do that. Golden String Radio and the band, Purple Cat Music Class. I envision more gigs, more DJing opportunities, better quality shows, different DJs. Can't wait for that. I think those are all pretty revolutionary, and we do get people from all over the states. I say states because Pennsylvania and Ohio that want to tour. I recently gave a presentation at Grove City High School to 40 teachers, and they have a board about what we do, because there were board members that said you can't have alpaca around folks with disabilities. The liability would be too bad, or you can't go on so many field trips because there's too many vans on the road and there's going to be accidents and we don't want to pay for the insurance. So they called me in to show that we can do this. I mean, it's not, they don't have to imagine it and then start from scratch. No, I mean, we're already doing it, and yes, we take those risks, but life, it's dignity of risk. If you don't take risks in your life, what are you gonna sit at home in the dark? We all take risks. That's one of the beauties of life. Sometimes we slip on the ice, but most of the time we don't, and when we do slip on the ice, we help each other and keep on going. So as far as I like that revolutionary, I think we're going to continue with a lot of that stuff. The animal program continues to grow. I got a call a couple months ago with a lady that has yaks, wanted to give us some yaks. That's bizarre, but if it was up to me, I'd probably have yaks by now, but I've been tempered by others, which is probably a good thing. We always want to do something that's a little outrageous, but something that's a challenge, and something that, because I know we got the people to do it, man. We got people that can make this work. So I'm just looking for those opportunities, and I don't want them to be boring. We are not boring. Nobody at the Purple Cat is boring. We are not boring. So when we're talking about revolution, I think it always has to do with the arts and creativity, because we are just not going to be satisfied with what everybody else is doing.
Thank you very much for your time today, Jimmy.
No, always, buddy. I do anything for you.